Why do I believe in head coach Robert Saleh? Well, actually has nothing to do with his resume as a football coach. Nothing to do with his success as the 49ers defensive coordinator or other stops along the way. Nothing to do with his win-loss record. There's a quote that has stuck with me since I heard it outside of the context of football, and it goes like this. People don't care what you do or how you do it, but they buy why you do it. People buy why you do it, more so than what you do or how you do it. And I'm a teacher. And when parents come into my classroom to meet me for the first time, the classroom walls are covered in math anchor charts and posters about novels. All these academics, right? Covers 85% of the walls. However, when parents come into my room, their eyes always go to this other 10 or 15% of the wall that has some precepts or some mantras on it. And two of them that parents always bring up and ask about, one of them is a question I pose to my students at the beginning of the year, and it says, who am I and what should I do about it? It's a big question for a 10-year-old. And also, it is a statement right underneath it that directs my students to pick up the heaviest thing you can and carry it. There's a lot in there. Self-fulfillment, also self-reliance, responsibility to something bigger than yourself. And those are always the talking points when parents come into my classroom. They don't care about x equals negative b plus or minus the square root. They don't care about that. Because I'm not the best teacher in the world, far from it, but it is clear upon meeting me the reason why I teach young human beings. Now, Robert Saleh. Just by when he takes the podium, just by his bro hugging of Joe Douglas, just by him getting on the phone and going, Sauce! Breeze! Man, I don't know what his mission statement is. I don't know what's hanging on his office, but I bet you it would sound something like this if I asked you his mission, and it would be to create a culture of professionalism and winning that our fan base can be proud of. Number one. And number two, to coach young men to be impact players on the field and change makers off the field. This man cares about his players. He believes in them. Now, at the end of the day, is that enough? No. If my kids don't learn how to do long division and read, I'm out of a job. And if Robert Saleh doesn't win more than 4 football games, he's out of a job. But the why is a prerequisite to success, bar none. And it's something that we didn't have with our last coach. That was obvious right away. So that is why I'm excited to have Robert Saleh leading this football team. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Disagree with me? That's okay. But either way, let's go Jets.